Hi, I'm Ethan Corpus, and I'm here at Adialun doing a prelay. Started my apprenticeship in Melbourne through a program with Nirrumbuk and the Plumbers Union, which is a great initiative, I thought.
Hi, my name is Jarlmadangah Green, and I come from Luma community. I'm a fourth-year apprentice plumber. Luma is about 300 k's out of Burru. Got a population of about 500 people.
My name's Peter Harrison. I'm 24 years of age. I'm doing an apprenticeship in plumbing. I'm currently second year.
My name is Ramon Watson. I'm 20 years old. Come from the Kimberley, WA, 300 k's out of Burru, little community called Jarlmadangah. I'm doing a 4-year apprenticeship.
I'm Tyron Bloomfield. I'm from Shepparton and Cooke. My country's Yorta Yorta and Wiradjuri. And yeah, in my last year of plumbing, so almost finished, got the exams next year.
I completed my plumbing apprenticeship in 2009. I was a part of the Indigenous Plumbing program in Melbourne, Victoria. I am the first Indigenous female plumber. It's always good to be the first at something, and I can be a role model for other young women, and it feels pretty special to be the first.
The Indigenous Apprenticeship program started probably about 5 or 6 years ago now, when Aboriginal people aren't working on the building sites, and it's a very multicultural industry, the building industry, and it was just sad that there was no Aboriginal young fellas and young women coming through the system. Well, we kicked off with a pilot program with 5 young apprentices, mainly from the Kimberley area. It worked extremely well. We had a 100% outcome out of that. And from then on, each year we've been growing. We're really happy to say now that we've got probably 30 apprentices through the program.
See the difference that we can make just by offering Indigenous kids with an absolute trade and just give them an opportunity to take back.
We formed a non-for-profit company for the apprentices to train out in the communities, and we've got a number of stakeholders and people who we share the program with, and that's with the employer associations, with major employers.
Indigenous Plumbing Sanitation Foundation was set up as a body to actually be the feeder between NUDJ, which is our Indigenous company located in Burru, PETU Plumbers Indigenous Program, Master Plumbers Association, and PICAC, a training school out in Brunswick.
It's such a benefit to have your own training centre. You know, we have a vision. This centre will become an academy for Indigenous apprenticeships.
This building here is the PICAC building where we come to do our training. Like when I first started, there was only like probably 8 of us. Like, you know, I started from pretty much the start, and then now it's gone to like probably 30.
3 plus the wall thickness of the pipe.
Some of the boys that aren't as good as in spelling or English as their second language, they get a bit more help and they look after us and all that kind of stuff.
Your oxidisation removed?
I'm working with people from Burru, like from all over the place, so that's good. I studied at RMIT in Carlton. At the start it was a bit hard, but you pick up on it.
At RMIT we're teaching them a different way. We're actually teaching them practical first before theory. The outcomes of that have been really good. Just recently we had Jeremiah Green come through here, come through the program, and he's got his qualifications now. He's going back and working for NUDJ. His long-term goals is he actually wants to go back to Luma and work in his community and help out there with sanitation and a better life for his own people.
Houses are like a bit old and stuff in the communities, and they need more like new bit of plumbing work in them, you know. But like when they call someone, it takes probably like 2 weeks for a plumber to get out there and to do the job.
I'm doing a drain here, prelay, floorway scully, a basin, bar, a toilet and a shower, and a vent. Started my apprenticeship in Melbourne. The Plumbers Union set us up with a house, gave us host employers. My first host employer was Cooke Dowsett in Melbourne. We worked on the Commonwealth Games Village, 2006. It's a great experience, great eye-opener for us.
I've been lucky enough to travel some of the remote communities throughout Australia, and some of them is only be described as third world. The sanitation is poor. Health and sanitation is the most important thing that we can offer any Australian, I believe, in this day and age.
The key skills they're going to take back is managing water quality and water efficiency, and the quality of water in difficult conditions sometimes third world conditions, is a key to avoiding illness and disease.
My name's Jonathan Mullins. I'm originally from Bathurst Island, Darwin. We're standing here in front of the Thornbury House, where all the apprentices from the remote community come down and they live. And we give them a career, and they live in a house that the union rent. They pay a bit of board, not much. It just goes towards maintenance, food, and bills. We don't just give them a career in plumbing. We try to teach them about life skills. They come down, and it's more of a homely environment.
It was very hard to do my apprenticeship being the only girl on site, being Indigenous, but I had a lot of mentors and they got me through it.
We're all from different states and different places and different tribes and that, so it's good, like, you know, we're all like a little family sort of thing, because we're all down here in the one place doing the same thing, so we all help out each other. Connect up to this. In Aboriginal cultures, we got a lot of, you know, funerals. They're not like just normal funerals. They'll go for like sometimes a couple of weeks or whatever, where, you know, they'll do ceremonies, you know, so they give us the time that we need to, you know, to get back to normal, back to ourselves. Go see family now.
Yeah, I got to work in like in different big buildings and stuff compared to just back home. Yeah, like building 10-story, 30-story apartments and buildings and stuff. Compared to here, it's doing 1-story houses.
But cold down here too. Wear 3 jumpers a day when it's winter.
Show these fellas if it's 40 mil or not.
Yeah.
It's daunting for them. It's overwhelming. They come down and they've never seen a tram. They've never seen a train. It's a big. They're living in a community that's only got 200 people, and learning how to catch public transport and things like that. That's things that we teach them. We're trying to push towards getting their L's and then eventually getting their P's and then there. So when they go back, they're got their full licence.
I'm doing my L's here and big more cars everywhere. When you do mess up in the road, all the cars they beep their horn and carry on.
Oh, we've seen a lot of the kids come down right around through Australia, and when you see them come down to what we call the big smoke, and this is where we offer their training for their 4 years, it's a credit to them, it's a credit to the program.
I just went to a World Skills plumbing thing, and we recently won, and I was with another girl plumber as well. I think we were like the first Indigenous groups to go up to that. It's like a competition sort of thing where all the boys, like all girls and boys from around Australia, verse each other in like a plumbing job, and then verse other countries in plumbing and that as well. So me and her, we killed it at the World Skills Day. It was good.
World Skills! They've got success rates right across the board, which means the program's working. Not only are we training Indigenous employees, but we're also training them too with the best standard throughout Australia, which is very pleasing.
The apprenticeship and the standard that we have here in Australia and the licensing regime is so high that it's equal to anywhere in the world. We've got 30 apprentices in the program now, and there is no reason why we can't have 300. We've now got relationships in every state with TAFEs, with our own training facilities, and with a number of communities.
Company up in Burru, NUDJ, that's changing the sanitation of the living standards of the remote communities, and it's hard to find people to go up there and work. If you employ local people and train them up, and they're always going to be there, and they're always going to work in their community because they feel connected with their home environment.
Never thought I'd move back to Burru ever, but the NUDJ Plumbing program started up, the company, and it just sounded like a good opportunity to help the Indigenous people back home.
I see myself probably in Loma, being the plumber out there. Hopefully be out there, to go back home and give back to me people, help them out, the community.
It's got to be a win-win situation instead of importing people and relying on outside labour forces. And for the community itself, it's a win-win situation because they've got someone who's qualified and specialised in that particular trade to do.
I can't wait to go back home and maybe work up there, maybe teach them other boys back there. And in a couple of years' time, we might be one of the big boss or something.
It has changed my life. Coming from Burru, going to Melbourne, sort of coming out more, you know, coming out of your shell a bit more, learning to come out, being independent, making new friends now, and sort of got me on a family of my own. Sort of know what it's all about, you know, bills and life in general. It's good. Yeah.